It's no secret that the real estate business landscape is changing. Technology, market conditions, inventory crunches, and the continuing online revolution have fundamentally altered the way our industry provides service to buyers and sellers. What might be less obvious to those of us that make a living in the real estate sales environment is another silent and invisible set of forces that are systematically commoditizing our business as brokers and agents. We refer to this ongoing process of commoditization and the resulting devaluation of our industry as the commoditization trap. So commoditization is really the process by which goods that have economic value and are distinguishable in terms of their attributes, uniqueness or brand, end up becoming simple commodities in the eyes of the market or consumers. Commodities, by definition then, are fundamentally undifferentiated from each other, and therefore are sold or exchanged on the basis of their price. Think of a bag of soybeans. If there's two separate bags of soybeans and they're of equal size and variety and they're being sold in the marketplace, a buyer is going to purchase the cheaper of the two bags before the more expensive. After all, a soybean is a soybean is a soybean. Now, if market conditions drive any one supplier of soybeans to drop their prices, well, other suppliers will be forced to drop their prices to compete. This is a commoditized market, where products or goods are being sold or exchanged solely on the basis of their price. Now, in a service industry like real estate, where our product or good is the services that we provide buyers and sellers in the market, we have become increasingly subject to a set of forces leading to the systemic commoditization of our value proposition to buyers and sellers. So there's a set of downward forces that are commoditizing us. Some of them might be strong market conditions, where it's really easy to sell a house right now, or technology that's opening up access to inventory through all these syndication sites. Think increasing discount and flat fee brokers, increased competition as more and more agents and brokerages flood into the marketplace. Also, empowered sellers and for sale by owners. And the other one is disintermediation through multiple online platforms. Now, as these downward forces work within our industry, it's increasingly likely that a buyer or seller is going to view a real estate agent as a commodity. After all, an agent is an agent is an agent, right? So Agent Bob chooses to begin listing houses at, let's say, 6% instead of 7% because he has no differentiating value proposition over Agent Sally, who always lists at 6%. Now, Agent Frank, who's new to the industry, who also has no fundamentally different value proposition to his clients, begins listing at 5% to gain traction in the market, and so on and so forth. This process of increased commoditization and the resulting race to the bottom in an effort to compete is the commoditization trap at work in our industry. Now, we believe that both real estate agents and real estate brokerages alike have a crucial strategic decision to make in their businesses. Option one is to compete as a commodity product or service on the basis of price. The second option is to provide specialized value-driven service that consumers gladly pay a premium for. Now, for most people, option two sounds like a stretch, and as a result, they find themselves increasingly squeezed by ongoing commoditization and price pressures. But the reality is that the decision to work against the process of commoditization is one being made by businesses across the globe in numerous industries. Consider the difference between Apple computers and PCs. An Apple computer sells for anywhere from 2 to 4 times the price of a PC. But consumers not only buy MacBooks and iMacs for significant premiums over the alternatives, they do it with a smile. And the same is true for a comparison of Walmart and Nordstrom's. And this is not to say that one model is better than the other. Any agent can choose to compete on the basis of price rather than value. It's a viable model of operation. And really, Walmart is a multi-billion-dollar player in the market. But to compete in this market means playing a volume game. Now, for agents, this means more sales, more time, and more risk for the same amount of money. Now, the alternative, a value-based premium service, means more return per transaction and a higher ROI and bottom line. But it also means that an agent must create value for their clients greater than that of their commoditized competitors. Agents must decide which strategy they want to compete in. Not creating a value proposition to differentiate in an environment that's experiencing downward commoditization is to become commoditized. To take no action is to compete as a commodity. Taking action means shifting from a commodity service, meaning being the same as all the other agents, to providing a unique experience in what we call the experience sector. But before we move to creating a unique experience, we need to take a look at the two economies and the two success decisions all agents need to make to move forward down this path.